Hello, my darling Cupid dolls. So, okay. See, on my floor, there's a picture window. And across from it, a door. And there's the stairwell. And an ice machine. Then we go down the stairs. And, I come down the stairs for laundry. Okay. Well, there's a door upstairs. It's brick nothing. More brick nothing. Some form of utility room, I reckon. On this side, we have the door. The glass is entirely shattered. You see the wee little fragments. I have no bloody idea what happened, but the entire pane. With this being the obvious point of impact, wasn't it? Oh, I'm so curious. But yeah, I was doing laundry and I noticed that. I was like, it wasn't like that the other day when I was doing the filming, because when I was filming outside, I did indeed film that door from the outside and it was perfectly fine. There have been a lot of loud noises lately. Could have happened during the thunderstorm we got the other day. Yeah, walking up the stairs was easier than walking down. Walking down, my knees were just like, oh, time to give out entirely. And it's like trying to find a stable point between fully giving and giving just enough it's a very interesting and difficult balance to find. Oh boy. But yeah, put some laundry in the wash. And since the laundry basket's downstairs with the laundry, my next load is stuck in a pile form on the floor, waiting for its turn. And my frog hoodie will finally be washed, so, because I finally did dig it out of storage. So, with that being finally washed, I'll be able to, be back in uniform for my side channel. But, yeah. Oh, God, I am so tired. My sleep schedule has been a little bit flipped on its head, a little topsy-turvy. I reckon you know what I meant. Got a new job. But bloody hell, forgot to put these in the wash. Shit. I'll wash them by hand. Screw it. It's just one wee little garment. I'll just wash them by hand. Aye, that's what I'll do. I'll wash them by hand. Because Tuesday I go back to work. I've already got a plan in my head on how I'm going to manage to go back to work on Tuesday. I've got a plan. It's like, how am I going to go to work on Tuesday before my new uniform even arrives? Simple. I make do with what I've got. You guys are probably so lost. What do you mean? Well, you make do with what you've got. My job is not what you call traditional. But I do earn good money. And it is on my timetable. And oddly enough, I actually find it to be incredibly helpful for being chronically ill. as far as jobs go, for my disabled, chronically ill ass, I set my hours. I choose when I come into work. It's like, hey, I'm coming in today, and that's as simple as that. I don't have to call off because there's no set schedule. So if I don't feel good, I never had an obligation to feel shit about. And that is such a huge relief. That saves me so much energy. And you guys are probably wondering, what kind of job is it you've got? Where you set your own hours, make decent money, and you don't even have to, like, sit there and call off on days you feel rubbish and lousy. You just show up when you fancy working. For some of you, you probably already made the connection. I don't even care. I mean, for the most part, I have no personal shame. It's really that the job is something that has got a great deal of societal stigma due to sexism and all of that. But yeah, suppose I'll put it this way. I'm a pink pony girl. But yeah. So I won't be struggling for too much longer on the bright side on that. Which is actually a solid relief. Only downside is trying to figure out how I'm going to manage during the school term. Because, like, during the school term, it's going to be a little different. Because it's like, I can't be up all night. Like, the hours of being open for the club that I work at is 7 to 3 a.m. Like, 7 p.m. to 3 a.m. And so it's like, I certainly can't do that. Then go to classes. Then do the homework. Get 2 hours of sleep. And then be back to working. You know, that's just unreasonable. So I'm reckoning during the school term, what I'll do is I'll take like a week to readjust my sleep schedule back to normal or something. And then I will reserve that kind of stuff for weekends and holiday breaks. So yeah, got a job, making money. Not a lot to begin, but starting out, it is what it is. I mean, the other night was my first night. I worked for only 3 hours. I got on the stage twice. And I made $133 in cash. So, I mean, it's just... I mean, sure, all that money's being reinvested into... well, the actual job, but still. Because it's like... Now I'm like, okay, now I need to buy a wee bit better clothes because I've learned a few things from the first time. It's like the first time what I wore was absolutely just like, oh my God, this was the worst thing I could have worn. It was so uncomfortable. It was so hot. I was dying. So yeah. But yeah, yeah. I got accused of shaving off my eyebrows the other day. And it's like, yeah, I pluck them, but right now they've not been plucked. They're right there. They're just bloody invisible. You know what? Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. Although he did buy me a drink, so I guess there's that. He was so full of shite. There was no way he wasn't. There's no way. There's no way. I don't know. I think in those kinds of settings, it's always safe to assume that they're bluffing. They're just, you know, what's the word? Talking themselves up. You know, I don't think they're ever actually who they say they are, and they're never as successful as they say they are, because frankly, if they were, well, I don't know, wouldn't they be doing something else, I reckon, rather than being in some club in frickin' West Virginia, of all places, where the AC won't even work. Although I reckon they're going to be fixing that soon. Oh, I do hope that it does work well. Oh, it's an interesting sound, that. But that's it for today. But yeah, starting my new job. And guess what? Sundays and Mondays, they're closed. Beauty of that, the typical capitalistic hellhole days. I don't even have to feel any kind of guilt of, should I go into work today? I should be earning something today. Nope, they're closed. It's not even an option. I don't even have to feel guilty for being off today. They're closed. Just enjoy it. I say even more beautiful. Oh, man. Like, I know that it's definitely got its, like, downsides, because it's like, ew. Men are fucking minging. I'm not a very big fan. Admittedly, men are kind of minging, but money. After being disabled and jobless, and fighting for my very survival for the past handful of years, it is nice to know that I can just kind of money. I can just make money. But no, I actually don't mind it all that much, because it's like, as long as nobody touches me, unless they're a lady. If they're a lady, they're more than welcome. I'm kind of joking. I do feel safer with ladies, I will say that. So it's like kind of a joke, but also kind of not. So like if a lady came as a whim for her bachelorette party, just as a whim, as a joke or something, and been like, all right, I'm going to the strip club because this is what the guys do. And she's like, okay, I want a lap dance. And she's like, hey, is it okay if I like slap your ass or something, just to, you know, I'd be fine with it. It's just like, yeah, you're having a laugh, go ahead, you know, like, because it's not the same as when a bloke does it. When a bloke does it, it's gross. When a lady does it, it's for laughs, usually. And if it's not, I'm into it enough that I'm not bothered. I guess. Whereas when it's a bloke, it's like, how about no? If you wish to keep that hand, if you wish to use that hand to ever touch anyone's bum again, I recommend you don't touch me with it again. Kind of energy when it comes to men. I have very different standards. But you kind of have to. And you have to be willing to stand your ground when it comes to this type of job. Otherwise, they will absolutely, like, if you don't, like, reinforce your boundaries from the start, you're going to find that you're going to compromise them forevermore going forward. So, like, when this one bloke was like, can I touch your ass? I was like, nah. And he was like, okay, I understand. And I was like, yeah, that's something reserved specifically for my partner only. He was like, okay. He's like, I didn't know you were taken. I was like, yeah, just because I'm here doesn't mean I'm single. I'm not here to, like, find suitors. I'm here to make money. It's like, look, I've and I know that I'm not the only wee lazy to do this sort of job. There we go. I'm cleaning off a chair at the moment. Because I want to sit outside. So I'm just cleaning off this wee metal chair. But yeah. Now, a portion of the money does go to tipping the DJ, and then of course there is the cost for like the club and everything. They got to make their cut as well. But you know, oh, and the bouncer, I believe, also gets a tip or a cut. But you know, they're keeping you safe, keeping things from getting out of hand. So I mean, that's the trade-off, and frankly, I wouldn't do it without that trade-off, so I'm okay with that. Because, like, without the safety of, like, having the bouncers and the folks there to protect me and everything like that, I would never in a million years ever dream of it. Ever. Because the normal chairs they have out there, they have cushions on them. They're not meant to be outdoor chairs. They're indoor chairs. But, you know, people are people. But, yeah, so that's the updates in my life. I hope you guys are doing well. At least I've made good with my insomnia hours. I'm going to be taking a shower here shortly. Like I said, doing my laundry. Then I'll be hopping in the shower after I get this second load done. Until then, I'm going to sit out there on that porch and smoke a little and relax. And watch YouTube. But yeah. And, you know, it's... Honestly, the physical activities helped with the insomnia as well, so it's like I'm getting paid to go to the gym. Just saying. Could be worse. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing wonderful. I hope you guys are having a wonderful time, staying safe, take your meds, stay hydrated, feed yourselves, nourish your bodies, and have a great day. Bye.